Hey guys, and I'm actually back with another what I've been melting video for you. I didn't realize that when I did the last one, I'd already put like 6 cents in the basket to go about on this video so that it wasn't so long for the first one. So I want to really be consistent with these to make sure they're not super long. So I'm going to go ahead and go through what I've been melting lately. I have a lot of the same vendors in here, I think, so I can kind of touch a little bit more with you on them. So the first vendor I guess I'll talk about, if I can find all my stuff from her, is Old Primitive Treasures. Now I know I mentioned in my last, or maybe it was the one before that, I'm not sure, in one of my last videos that I wasn't having the greatest luck with Old Primitive Treasures, and I wasn't sure if it was because of not needing, or it needed to cure longer, or wrong warmer. I didn't know what it was. But since that video and my complaining about certain, scents and vendors, I realized that if you have your AC on and if there's a lot of fans going, that can really affect the circulation of the scent and where it goes. And I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but we have central air and we also have fans going sometimes to kind of help circulate that. So I'm wondering if sometimes when I have poor luck with things, it's that, not just, I mean, it could be other things too, but I'm wondering if that's a big factor in it. So since then, I decided, okay, I'm going to melt these vendors I've been having issues with no fans on and all that. And I seem to have been getting better luck. So, cross your fingers, that was all that was. But the first one was just her pink sugar. And I believe I threw this and a Mountain Dew owl in with, this. Yep, I did it with this, with her lemon berry twist. So I had just a little bit left of my lemon berry twist flour, and so I just put it all together and did my own concoction. And it was really nice. Now the pink sugar and the Mountain Dew were obviously the dominant one. I feel like lemon berry twist from her, as much as it's a really good scent, it's very light to me. Like when it's by itself or if it's not blended with something, I don't get a super strong throw. So I like to use it with other things that are a little stronger so that I get just like a hint of that with it. So that was a good blend. I probably got, I would say I got between 4 and 5 hours, and it was probably at a good 7 or 8 throw. And then more from Old Primitive Treasures was my 2 custom blends. I was so excited about these because they threw really well. So this first one was Sunshine Fizzy Fun. Oh, and I'm trying to remember what else in this one. I know it's Satsuma. And I believe this is Mountain Dew type. And something else. Maybe it's Lemon Berry Twist with it. I'm so awful with this. I should know these things. But I know it's Satsuma, and I believe it's Mountain Dew. This one is Lime Cooler cookies, or no, Lime Cooler, pink sugar, and something else. But lime is definitely the most dominant in this one. So lime in this one and the Mountain Dew in this one were the strongest scents, and I loved it. I melted these on the same day in my living room and in my kitchen, and they were so good. Super summery and fresh, like fresh citrus kind of thing. And I can smell them through the bag. They were so good. Now, I couldn't smell all the scents, but that's okay. As long as I had a decent throw from them, I was happy. And I did feel like I got a good result from that. Something else I have been melting. Let's see. I know I don't know what my husband did with them. My husband's been melting lately. And I think he's been putting, I don't know where he's been putting all the wax that he's been melting, because I don't think he's been putting them in the bin, and I'm going to kick his butt for it. But anyway, another one from Old Primitive Treasures was more of her caramel apple pie. I told you guys I love this one. It could possibly be my new favorite for a caramel apple scent, and it is so good. But I wanted to kick it up a notch, so I melted this with a half a slice of a chunk from 30th Street Wax and Popcorn Petting Zoo, caramel apple, caramel popcorn, buttery popcorn, and cream soda. This blend was so good, and I'm glad I decided to do it like this because the caramel apple in this was super strong, and the popcorn scent in this is super strong. I don't pick up a lot of apple from this scent, but the popcorn and like the caramely of it was perfect. So put them together and it was a great blend. My house smelled so good that day. So I definitely love this together. I'm also really excited to have a better throw from 30th Street because this one, when I melted them, you could almost detect the popcorn and the caramel a little more than the apple, which is not my normal, you know, preference, but it was really good. So I was very happy to get good results from that. I think my last that I have here, my last OPT is Confetti Fluff. Now this is awesome. I loved this. This is just a really heavenly pink sugar blend. The cool thing about this though is pink sugar I don't feel like is the dominant scent. I feel like it's almost the second scent, but it's evenly blended. I believe it's I think it's cotton candy, marshmallow, and pink sugar, I think is what the blend is. And I feel like it's so evenly blended that it's just so good. I've had similar blends to this from other vendors, and pink sugar always blows the other scents out of the water. You can't really detect them that much. But not with this one. This one is really, really good. It's blended so evenly that I wouldn't be able to tell you which one's stronger. I feel like it's that good. And I got probably 5 hours out of that, and I got a 7 or an 8. So I was happy with that performance. I don't have the wrapper for you guys, but the other one I have melted was a cinnamon caramel latte or caramel cinnamon latte. My husband and I love that scent. It has become one of our favorite coffee scents, so I will be getting that probably in a bag or some kind of large form when she opens again in August. Because she is closed right now, just so you guys know. She will open, I believe, on August 15th is when she's trying to come back. And she is one of the vendors I've decided that for my birthday, I'm going to place a little bit of a larger order with to get some fall scents. I know that you guys might think I'm crazy because I haven't had the greatest luck with her stuff, but I've noticed that my ear won't be on in the fall, and as long as I let it sit a little longer, I feel like they get better with time. She is one of those vendors that even though she said there's no cure time, for my nose particularly, it does get better with time. And I've had better luck with her so far, so I'm very happy with that. Okay, so moving on, I have some candles from the keeping room for you. And the first one I have here was Toffee Apple Crunch. I melted this the same day I melted the caramel apple pie and the buttery popcorn scent, and I just had a really nice caramely apple day, and it was really good. Now this one to me is a really good, like, it's apple with just that slight touch of the caramel. Well, it says toffee, but I smell more of a caramel scent. They're all the same to me. And so it was good. I melted that in my 24-watt warmer, and I didn't get a long throw from it, but I did get a decent throw. So I probably got a 7 for maybe 3 or 4 hours. The next scent is Blueberry Pomegranate Sponge Cake from Candles from the Keeping Room. I had a 4-day weekend, and so I did like theme days. Like one day I did the caramel apple scents, one day I did all pomegranate, and one day I did all pink sugar. This one was yummy. I really want this in a big bag. I want this and her strawberry and pomegranate, and then there's sponge cake, I think, and then there's another pomegranate scent. There's a couple pomegranate scents from Carol I really want. Carol, by the way, Candles from the Keeping Room, she's adding stock to her Etsy site next weekend at the 24th and the 25th of July. So I'm hoping to snag some things from her then, because I really, really, really want some more candles from the Keeping Room. Okay, so this one was really good. I don't feel like, so I melted this with some other pomegranate scents from another vendor, and I don't feel like this one performed as well as they did, but it was still good. It was probably, I would say I got maybe, I don't know, 4 solid hours out of it, and it was probably at like, I don't know, maybe a 7. So that one was good. This next one I melted today, and I'm not having the greatest luck with. So I don't know if it's the warmer or if something else is overpowering it that I'm melting, so I just can't smell it. But this one I'm melting as Wildberry Mousse Pizzelle. And on cold, this smells amazing. I love the smell of this one. And I have one tart going in my 20-watt Glade warmer, and I've had it going for, I don't know, I'd say 4 hours now, 4 hours now, and I haven't really smelled much of it. Now, the other warmer I have, like, relatively close to it is a coffee scent, is a blueberry coffee scent. So, obviously, that one is probably overpowering it, but I think that one just might be a lighter scent in general. So, but it's good, like, it's just really light. So, if we want to stick with what I'm melting today, I'm also melting Better Homes and Gardens, Black and Blue Cobbler, and Wild Berry Cheesecake. I am now out of Wild Berry Cheesecake, and I didn't realize I was still low, so I gotta go get some more. But they're both really good. They're very similar. I prefer Wild Berry Cheesecake over Black and Blue Cobbler, but I love them both. Today is actually also my anniversary. My 10-year anniversary with my husband. Our wedding anniversary is today. So I melted everything that I thought he would like, and so I have those going in the back of the house where he'll enjoy them. Another one from Better Homes and Garden is another favorite, Sugar Lavender Twist. Again, I talk about this all the time. It's good. I melted this. Oh my gosh. I just love it. Melted that on my pink sugar day, and I can't get enough of it. Awesome performance. And then, of course, I smoke a latte. My husband, he's lucky I like him because Sunday was one of my days off, and I had all these plans in my head of what I was going to melt when I got home from church, and I come home, and I hadn't even walked in the door, and I could smell coffee. I was like, he got into my wax. I was so mad because he didn't ask like he normally does, so I couldn't tell him what to kind of put in, what I was feeling, and so he had all the warmers loaded with coffee scents, but they faded out by midday, so I was able to change them. I love this one too, and it's one of his favorites. I don't think we'll ever be like coffeeed out. Oh, I have one. See, I'm telling you, like we finished a whole clam of it, plus we have 2 cubes left of the other clam. So he goes through it really fast. All right, so, but anyway, what I was saying is I don't think we'll ever be like coffeed out. I feel like that will always be a scent that in our house is just gonna be what we love. My husband is a huge coffee fan to drink, but also to melt. So, all right. So now we have front porch goodies to talk about, and I'm loving my front porch stuff right now. This first one is Pink Rock Candy Fruit Loops. Phenomenal. Everything from the Fruit Loops sampler, loving, loving, loving. This one is the only one of the ones I've melted that, ironically, I smell the Fruit Loops, but I felt like there was just a touch. Whatever the Pink Rock Candy is, I feel like there was just like a touch of floral to it. Like I know, or not floral, maybe perfumey even. And I know there probably isn't, but it was just a little something different. I did enjoy it though. And I will say this, for all of these Fruit Loop scents I'm about to show you, I easily got an 8 throw, and I think they all lasted between 4 and 6 hours, give or take, depending on which warmer they were in which room. So they all performed great for me, and I was super pleased with them. I actually mixed that Pink Rock Candy one with the Strawberry Soda Fruit Loops. That was so good. Her strawberry is super sweet, very like sugary. So good. And then the other one I did, which I was in love with, is Sparkling Berry Fruit Loops. So good. Love that one. I would easily, like in a heartbeat, repurchase the Fruit Loop sampler because it was that good. And then this is the other one I'm melting today. I'm sad to see it go, and I hope she brings it back again or something similar. This Blueberry Cafe quickly became one of my all-time favorite scents because the coffee part of it is so strong, but that blueberry, it's just kind of like it's almost like you have blueberries floating on top of your coffee. It is so yummy. I love it. I loved it, and my husband loves it, and we need more of it, Angie. All right, so to go with the day I melted pomegranate scents, I did pomegranate mango. And now, even though I said I was worried about this one because the mango scents I'd had before were kind of a floral, this was not. This is pure sweetness. Pure fruity, super good. I had that in my bathroom, so it was in a 24-watt warmer. I got, I would say 6+ hours, and it was a steady 8. That thing never wavered. It was so good. And then I melted this one too on pomegranate day with strawberry, pomegranate, watermelon, candy, marshmallow. Super yummy. Oh my gosh, this was so good. I would say that of all the scents in this one, the watermelon, the strawberry, and the pomegranate are all pretty even. But I think the watermelon is definitely the strongest. So, and I love watermelon scents, so that's okay. I think it's very good. I love that scent. It probably lasted between 4 and 5 hours at an 8. All my front porches performed really well lately, so I'm very impressed with it. If you ever like get really into a vendor and then you mount them all the time, you order from them all the time, and then you either take a break from wax, or you kind of take a break from them for a little bit, and so during that break you forget how awesome their wax is. Well, that was me with Ava's. Like when I did my 6-month wax ban, which mind you was not easy whatsoever, but it had to be done. I didn't really visit any groups other than Ava's because I was the admin in there, and I didn't order. I didn't do anything. So for me, I'd forgotten how much I love certain scents. Well, I was in one of my fall boxes the other day, and I saw some Ava stuff. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to melt some Ava's today. And I fell in love again with the amazingness that is Ava's. And I'm super excited that I still have so much left. And I can't remember when Lindsay is opening. If I have that info by the time this video goes live, I'll post it in the bottom bar. I want to make sure that I have accurate info for you guys, but whenever she does reopen, I want to get some more things from her, especially her fall scents. They are my favorite. She is one of my favorite vendors when it comes to fall stuff. So the first thing I have here is caramel apple butter, and I have this in like one of the little loaf tarts, and I cut it in half, and this one was so good. Oh, I just love it. Her apple scents are probably my favorite, because another scent I got from her is my all-time favorite apple scent, and it is Autumn Kissed Apples. I'm so glad I have so much of this left, because if I didn't and I was going into fall without it, I would panic. It's hard to smell with it closed. So yummy. And I actually melted that Autumn Kissed Apples with this one, which is caramel kettle corn. This combination, oh, it was so good. I mixed this together, and then I melted the caramel apple butter, I believe, on the same day, just different warmers. My house smelled so good. You would think it was mid-October. It was so nice. So if you guys have not tried Ava's or tried any of her caramel apple or apple bakery scents, definitely do so. They're so good. Now, I prefer her more like Mac apple rather than like a spicy apple, but that's just me with any vendors, so... Oh, and they all performed great. They lasted for hours. I would say I got a six solid hours or more, and they went at about an 8 throw. It was so good. The next one I have here is blueberry pumpkin waffles. This one was nice too. Now, when I melted it, like smelling it here, it smells really even in scent. I can smell both pumpkin and blueberry, but when I melted it, I didn't pick up any blueberry. So while it was still a nice bakery scent, and it performed really well, probably about a 7 or 8 for about 4 or 5 hours, I didn't pick up much pumpkin. So if I melt this again, which I do have I have more of this in my box, but if I melted let's try that again. When I melt this again, I think I will put something pumpkin in with it, just so it kind of enhances it. I think it'd be a really good blend, and I think it'll turn out really well. Alright, so this is the lone one I had from Lilac Sensation in Pink Sugar Melon Mist. Now, I melted the whole chunk in this. I was ballsy that day, and I just went ahead and put the whole thing in there. And I have to say that I was slightly disappointed, because while I could smell it, it was super faint. And pink sugar to me is not normally a faint scent. Now, a melon mist, I guess could be the fainter scent, but ironically, that was the stronger of the two scents. So I put it in my 24-watt warmer, so possibly it wasn't too hot of a warmer. That could have been it too. There were fans going, so that could have played a part of it. But also, I don't think it lasted maybe 4 hours at the most, and I don't think it went above a 6. So that was kind of disappointing. But, you know, I'm letting the rest of my Lilac Sensation stuff sit. I'm not touching it for a while, because kind of like with my old PT, I was worried that maybe it needed to sit for a bit. Every once in a while, I'll pull something out and I'll try it, but I'm scared that it's not going to perform well, and I will be upset because I was so excited for some of these vendors, and I don't want to be disappointed anymore with them. So, for now, this is a disappointment, but I will keep you guys posted on how the rest of my stuff from her does. Alright, the last vendor I have here is Kay's Creations. The first one I have here was Summer Days, and I believe this was just a really good fruity blend. I put this single tart in my... Oh, I can still smell it, so good. In my 24-watt warmer. It was lighter than I thought it would be. I would say it went to be about a 6 or a 7, and I think it lasted about 4 or 5 hours. So it was good. It just wasn't quite as strong as I'd wanted. Surprisingly enough, I did melt this. This is Sweet Pea. some more floral scent. Melted it in my bathroom, and it was really nice. It lasted probably about 6 hours, I would say, give or take a little bit, and it was probably a good 7, maybe an 8. Now, mind you, anything in my bathroom is going to perform better than anywhere else in my house because my bathroom door is sometimes closed. It's a smaller space, and so it doesn't take a lot to kind of, you know, fill the room. So anything that goes in my bathroom is going to do well. You know, it's just how it's going to do. And I do keep a 24-watt warmer in my bathroom, by the way. So I feel like anything in there will do okay. And I can melt the same scent in there that I melt out here, but get a different, you know, result. But anyway, the last one I melted here was the one I was most excited for from Kay's, and it's Appleberry Fluff Cookie Bread. Now this did well. I would say that this, gosh, it's so good. This probably gave me, I would say, maybe five hours, and it was probably about a 7. So it wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be, nor did it last nearly as long as you would hope it to be. But while it was going, it was good. I could definitely smell it, and if I was in the kitchen, like within like a 3-foot radius of it, it was even stronger. So I really do think that the AC and the fans and stuff are playing a part with not being able to smell certain scents. Because if I'm sitting here in the living room and there's something melting in the kitchen, there's a cold air return vent and a fan in between me and that warmer, so I may not be getting the scents. They may be going the opposite way. So I'm going to try to be really mindful of that from now on. Like today, it's a beautiful day. It's only 71 degrees here. It is so gorgeous. So I have the AC off. I only have my ceiling fan on and the windows are open. So I feel like being able to melt, it's easier to melt today because things aren't being kind of blown around the place. So, alright guys, that is the last of this what I've been melting video. Just wanted to update you guys on what I've been enjoying. I won't have any hauls for you guys for a little while because trust me, I've been placing orders, but so many of them are for orders that have longer turnaround times. But I did place my very first Sweet Sage Scents, I think is SSS, is the vendor today. Her turnaround time is 1 to 3 days, so I'll probably get that order, I would think, by early next week. I also just won a random box of goodies from Rainbow Melts. So as soon as I pay that invoice tonight or tomorrow, she'll be sending it out, so I'll have that by early next week as well. But camp is coming soon. So I need you guys, or I'm letting you guys know ahead of time that I'm kind of being in camp mode. That I'm going to have up as many videos of hauls and stuff as I can before I go. But then I'll be gone for an entire week for camp. So, but the cool thing is, and then the week I leave for camp, I should be getting both of my Super Darts orders. So my band bars will probably get here the same day I leave for camp, and then or the day before, and then I will get my clamshells, I think, the week before. So you'll have some videos over this next couple weeks, but then I'll be gone for a week. But when I get back, it should be really close to being getting my first Bathing Garden order and my Haley's Heavenly Scents order. So cross your fingers for those, because I'm really excited for those as well. And then, you know, I did place another Bathing Garden order today because she has some fall Halloween type scents up. So, you know, there's no lack of orders being placed here. It's just some of them have longer turnaround times. So I will have, obviously, those videos up for you as soon as I get them. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I love making this kind of video so I can show you guys my true, like, honest thoughts of vendors and scents and performance and all that jazz. And I can't wait to bring you some more hauls. But in the meantime, thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!